If you are listening to me but breaking up.
Properly.
Yes. Carlos Mayovanex from Jessica, how are you?
No, from Luperon.
All right. We are from the
Remember that
same town.
remember that we are neighbors.
Yes. You know that I want to go to Luperon because I mean I am from there, but as I live here, I don't have that much time to go there. But they told me that they selling very good fish over there to
Of
eat.
course.
Yes.
Anytime you want, just come down here and I will be here.
Yes, yes, I will. I have to. Very soon, I will be there.
Good.
Yes. Okay, so we are in, you know that the exam that we gave was from chapter 1 until chapter 3. And I know that you took vacations for 1 week. You were taking things easy, but now we are back and here we are. So we are going to work with chapter number 4. And in chapter number 4, the name of that chapter is The Backgrounds of English. As you can see here, we have the backgrounds of English. So we are going to learn the initial part of English, where it came from, right? Even before it was called English, right? Like the beginning of everything. That's what we are going to see. Okay, we will have a homework because you will have to study this and give your opinion. But before we go to the homework, I have to show you something here. Sorry. So let's talk a little bit about this. So the backgrounds of English is the topic, and you know this is unit or lesson number 4. And now just to let you know very quick, um, you know that, well, you don't know that. Long time ago, many years ago, right? Um, we had some languages that we'll call the Indo-European languages. You see, Indo-European languages. And of course, as you can see, we're talking about India, Europe. You see, Indo-European, that's what it means, India, Europe, and all those countries that we know today and continents that we know today from the old world, not America, none of that. We are in Europe, we are in India as we know it today. So English developed in an area that was called Britain. That's the place, Britain. So English developed there. But you see, you cannot say that English belongs to Britain. No, it developed there. You see, it's not that it started there. And that is the second sentence that we have here, which is a question. Like English started where? That's the question that we have. Like, okay, I know that it was developed in Britain, but we don't know where it started. And that's what we're going to see. And I have another sentence here for you on red. Borders of the North Sea. The North Sea, sorry. I was saying sea. Do you guys know where the North Sea is? Like, do you have any idea? Like the idea of a country, of course, because you would need to say like a country for us to locate ourselves. Do you have any idea?
Teacher,
Yes. Yes.
that's belong to England, another side, what's the name? Ireland,
Uh-huh.
uh, Iceland,
All right.
something.
Okay. Well, you know, let's do this. What I'm going to do now is let me let's go there and see.
I think that it belongs to Atlantic Ocean, no?
Well, let's see. Let's see. Maybe on maps, I guess we can get it. Okay, let me see. North Sea, right? Let's look it up on maps. Okay, so here it is.
I was right.
You see? Let's click it. So Mayowa next. So you see, here we are. As he said, this is the North Sea. And see all the countries that you have around. You see? You know that the majority of people says that real English comes from where? Real English comes from where?
England.
From England, right? And what is this then?
England.
Right. That's Reino Unido, as we call it in Spanish. That's because my, the language of the computer is in Spanish. That's why we have it like that. So basically, English was developed here, right? But English didn't emerge here. It didn't start here. You started, it says, in the borders. You see all this here. This is the border, borders, small borders over here. You see? All those were the borders where people lived. So basically, there is not an exact place that we can say that English is from Denmark or that English is from these places here. No, there is not exact location. The only thing that we know that it emerged, it started here in this area, you see? So whenever a person asks you, where English started, so you have to say that there is no location, right? But you know that it developed here in, as we call it today, United Kingdom, England, right? That's how we call it. But before, the name for this was Britain. Britain was the name of this land. So let me stop sharing here and let me just come back to where I was. You see here, this is the map. I know this is a little map that I put over there that you couldn't see it, of course, but that's the map where we can see the North Sea. Here is the North Sea. We have the borders here, and here we have Britain, which of course today we call it as United Kingdom or England as well. Okay, let me see. Let me just continue then. Now I want you to see this picture for 1 minute. I want you to see it. And I have to let you know that at the beginning, we talk about the Indo-European, look, Indo-European languages, right? So Indo-European languages refers to all those languages that people spoke here in this area. You see? Around this area right here. And there was a language that was the first language from this type. And this is what we call the Proto-Indo-European language. So the Proto-Indo-European language was we can call it like the father language of the majority of languages that we know today. So the majority of languages that we know, not all of them, right? The majority come from the Proto-Indo-European language. And as you can see here, right, through time, we normally have evolution of language. Language evolve, right? So language goes changing. And from one language, we can have many languages. Let's take one, for example, one that you know. Which language do you know from here? Like from these ones, like the black ones, not the Proto was the original. That was the first one. And then From this one, we have others. You see, here we have them. We have Indo-Iranian, we have Hellenic, Celtic, Italic, Balto, Slavic, and Germanic. Not Germany, Germanic. Which one of those do you know? Germanic, Celtic, Hellenic. Do you know any of them, of these names?
Yes.
Yes, which one do you know?
Uh, Italic.
Uh-huh. Do you
In
any?
Italic, we have Spanish and French.
Are you sure?
Eloy.
Look at the names. Look, you see, let me tell you, you see this line from Italic to Latin. Maybe you know Latin. Maybe you have heard about Latin before, like the Vaticano and all that, the church, the Christian people, the Catholic, I guess, right? That's the Vaticano there in Rome. And some people know Latin. But look at this. From this one, from Italic to Latin, we're talking about many years for this one to change to Latin, for Latin to appear. And we're gonna see that later. And then from Latin, then yes, then we have other languages that we have today, which is French, which is Spanish, which is Romanian, Portuguese, Italian, Catalan, all that. But I'm going to ask you one question, which I don't know the answer, okay? I don't know the exact date. Have you ever thought for how long we've been using Spanish? In Spain, not in Dominican Republic, because remember that Dominican Republic and America is new, is young. We are talking about the old world. What do you think? Do you think it's only 100 years that Spanish people have been speaking Spanish? People from Spain?
No.
No. 200 years,
No.
300? More than that?
Much more than that.
Okay, now think about this then. So if from Latin to Spanish, we're talking about hundreds of years, right? From here to here.
800, around 800.
Around 800, right? So look at this, from Latin to Spanish, let's say, we're talking about hundreds of years, right? From Italic to Latin, we're talking about many years too. And we haven't changed from Spanish to another language, right? We are waiting for that change from Spanish to another to keep this growing.
Yeah.
This, if you notice here, if you look closely at the picture, you will notice that Spanish and English, they come from very different roots. Of course, we're talking about that there is a universal language for these languages, for these little languages, which is the Proto-Indo-European. But the proto-language divided. There was a subdivision, right? So in Italic, we have all these languages. And in Germanic, look at this. In Germanic, what do you see here? What do you see? Check. Germanic was divided into two groups, North and West. You see? North and West. And from the West, look what happened. There is a huge line to a language that was called Anglo-Frisian. And from the Anglo-Frisian, we have Old English, Middle English, and Modern English. which is the one that I'm speaking right now. You see, there is a long way from Proto-Germanic, West Germanic, Anglo-Frisian, Old, Middle, Mother English. Here, we're talking about hundreds of years for these languages to appear, to change, and become what we know today as English, Mother English. Then later, I will share this picture with you. And one reason that Spanish and English are so different is because when the Proto-English was divided, right? Spanish belongs to a root or to a branch that is very different from the branch that English is coming from. You see, they have a lot of differences. Although there's some little words, and things that appear in both languages, you know, this is what they keep from the original one. Certain characteristics that is common in all these languages because they come from a main one. But in terms of structure and grammar and all that, there is a huge difference between all of them, or among all of them, I might say. Do you have any question about the picture before I continue?
No, I think that the picture is clearly
Yes,
clear.
this is only for you to see where English is coming from, right? That English is not a language, like English is not an original language. English is like a subdivision of an original language, and due to the influence of other cultures and people, it was changing through time. It went changing, just like all languages that we know today. All right, so let me just go on and show you this. Uh, the Indo-European culture. And when we say this, is because these were the people who spoke all these languages, right? And what we can say about this is that these people who spoke the proto, the proto Indo-European language, that's what we say pie, but it's not a pie that you eat, okay? I forgot that that's there, but that's what it means, proto Indo-European language. This community that spoke this language, remember that was the main language here, you see? The main language, because all this happened through time, and the people who spoke this, they died long time ago after these ones or before these ones appear. So we're talking through time. All right, so this community was very advanced. They counted, they could count, I mean. They used metals like gold, silver, wood, and all that. And they had domesticated animals also. They even used wheeled vehicles like the chariots, carruaje, right? With horses and all that. So they were very advanced, and we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of years before. And something important that I took from the chapter was that when we talk about Indo-European people, right? We're talking about the Greeks, we're talking about Romans, we're talking about Germanic, we're talking about Indian people. And something important is that they shared something in common. What they shared in common was that they believe in a sky father, God, as we know it today. For the Greeks, they had Zeus. For Romans, they had Jupiter. For Germanic people, they have Tweet. Well, many people say Teet, Tweet is the same. And for Indian people, they had Pitar, right? Dios Pitar. So this was the god the superior presence that they believed in. And as I told you before, talking about the origins of the Indo-European language, no one knows exactly where it appeared, just as English. Sorry, what do you say? I couldn't listen. Can you guys listen to me? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, we are.
Yes,
Yes,
No.
yes, teacher.
Okay, because there was one person talking there and I don't know if the person. So as I was telling you, there is no location either for the Indo-European language. When I say Indo, I mean the proto, the first one, the original one, the Proto-Indo-European language. There is no exact location because many people, you know, these people who investigate, they say that it appeared in the Northern Europe or in the Southern Russia, as we know it today, but nobody knows, you know? These are only appreciations and guessings. Now, we have to say that, and you're gonna see all this in detail. This is only a preview for you to see what is coming. We had Indo-European languages, but we have non-Indo-European languages. Okay, there are languages that are not from that family. And within these languages, we have some of them here, which is the Semitic, we have the Hamitic, we also have the Hafetic, the Sino-Tibetan, and the Oro-Altaic. As you can see, a language here, which is Japanese, comes from the non-Indo-European languages. I mean, comes from the Oro-Altaic. And I want you to notice something very important here. What was the language of Jesus Christ? Do you guys know? What was his language, his mother language?
hebreo.
Are you sure?
Arameo.
Oh, Aramaic.
Árabe.
Aramaic here, you see, Aramaic. So Aramaic was the original language of Jesus Christ. And I don't know if you have noticed that all these languages like Hebrew, Arabic, Mandarin, which is Chinese, and Japanese, there are very strange languages to us. And we say that they are very difficult to learn. Does that happen to you? Do you believe Japanese and Chinese is difficult?
Yeah, for us, it is.
If you compare it to English, German, even German, English and all that, right? We say that it's difficult. It's not that it is difficult. The point is that these languages are not related to the family of languages that we belong to, like that Spanish belongs to. Because as we said, Spanish, English, French, and all that belong to the Indo-European languages, you see? And I said that all of them share certain features, and unconsciously for us is easier to learn any of these languages that are Indo-European than these languages that are not from the Indo-European family. That's why we find that these languages are so difficult and strange. Who's saying, look at me? Right. Of course, the many of these languages, oh, my internet. Sorry. Of course, the many of these languages don't exist anymore. People don't use these languages anymore. Maybe some of them, yes, Mandarin, Japanese, yes, some of them. But there are many of them that are obsolete, just like the Haferic one is obsolete, that people don't use it anymore. It disappeared. In the non-Indo-European and also in the Indo-European languages. Other topics that you will see in the chapter is the main divisions of the Indo-European group. You will see what cognate words are, the changes that happen through time, and the inflection. Before I finish with this, I have a question for you, very quick. What is a cognate? Do you guys know? Cognate. Cognate words. Cognate.
Teacher,
Yes.
I don't know what that means, but I think that has to do with knowledge, the meaningful words.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
Cognate. So in Spanish, there is a word like related, cognitivo, that has to see with the mind, with the knowledge, with the things you know. That's what I think. Maybe this is the
Yes.
same.
But cognate in Spanish means cognado.
What?
Cognado, that's the name of it. Cognados, example, these are words that appear in one language and also appear in the other with a slight difference. These are words that in English, they mean the same thing as in Spanish, and it is almost the same word. Sometimes the only thing that changes is the pronunciation. For example, animal. How do you say that in English? Animal.
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 And you write it the same way?
Yes.
It is the same word, the same word.
Yes.
And look at this. How do you say animal in French?
Animal.
Right? It is
Singular
the
is
same word.
animal.
Uh-huh.
It's singular.
Yes. So, but you see what a cognate is? So basically, this is what happens. And why do we have cognates in one language and another language? In many languages, you have the same word. It's because these languages that we know today, they come from a main language. And all of us share certain characteristics still. That's what happens. If you take, for example, French and Spanish, and you compare the grammar, you will notice that the grammatical features of Spanish and French have a lot of similarities, like the structure, the sentence structure, the grammar, the amount of grammar, you know, it is almost the same.
Yeah, because it's related.
Yes, it is related. They come from the same root. Miguel Ortiz, do you want to say something?
No, teacher.
What about you, Carlos?
No, nothing.
All right, I just asked because I see that you had your microphone unmuted. That's right, I believe that you wanted to say something. Well, and that said, that was a little introduction to chapter number 4. Now you will have to, you have a homework that I haven't posted. I'm gonna post it to tonight or tomorrow. And the homework is going to be different. This time, we are not going to do a questionnaire. This time, what you're going to do is an audio. You're going to record an audio. But I want everyone to have the chance to listen to what you say. Like all of us, like if you wanna listen to what Jeremy, to what Eloy, to what Edward said, you will have the opportunity to do that. And for this opportunity, we are going to use a platform which is very easy to use. You don't even have to download any app. No, it is a website, but it has an app. Just like Flipgrid, but you know Flipgrid is video and it's a little bit heavy sometimes for some people. But this time we are gonna work with audio. And let me show you the platform that we are going to use for this homework. Hold on. Look, the platform that we are going to use, okay, it is called Padlet. Look, padlet.com. You see? Don't worry about writing the name because I'm going to send you the link for the homework for you to do it. All right. Okay, what happens is this. Let's do a try. We're gonna try, okay? We're gonna try now with one person. Look, the homework is this. Chapter 4. I forgot to put chapter 4 over there, but anyways, you guys know that is chapter 4. What you have to do is you are going to record an audio of 2 or 3 minutes expressing what you learned from chapter 4. You see, when you participate, you take a screenshot and post it in the OEM platform. So what is it what you're gonna do now? Like in this homework, can anybody tell us what is it what you're going to do in the homework? What is it?
An audio.
An audio talking about chapter 4.
Yes. And for how long? What is the length of?
We are
3 minutes.
yeah, we need to talk about what we have learned about chapter 4 for 3 minutes.
Right, you can do 2 or 3. Within 2 or 3 is okay. If you wanna do 3, do 3. If you wanna do 2, it's okay. If you wanna keep it in the middle, that is fine. Okay, now what you're going to do is the following. In this website, you have the ability to whether record the audio in your device or you can record it right away, right there if you're using your telephone. We're gonna do something now. Let's do a try. Let's try something. If you have, like, if you are in your computer, or in your smartphone, I'm gonna share a link with you for us to try it. You know, give me a second here. What I have to do, I'm going to do this live. You don't have to create any account, okay? You don't have to do that. Let's try the audio test in Padlet. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to share with you this link, and what you have to do is you just click on plus. You see, when you open the link, you will click on plus right here. And when you click on plus, you will have to put the title. In the title, put your name, Alberto, right? Alberto Martinez. You don't have to write anything there if you don't want. But here, you're gonna click on the 3 little points here. You see the 3 little dots? You click there and you will be able to record a video, record voice, put picture, drawing, whatever you want. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab R2Boss. So you're gonna record your voice. And when you record your voice, you just click on send or done when you do it. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can find anything in my computer here. I have this, you see? I put it there and I click enter. Of course that in the computer, it will upload automatically, but in your telephone, if you do it in the telephone, you will have to click on send. It happens to me here like that because I am the owner of this, you know, and it lets me do it just right away. You see, remember, you click on plus, click on plus. When you click on plus, put your name in the title, and here you click grabar. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna say whatever you want, anything, whatever, and you upload it just for us to see if it works. Now let me send the link. I will send the link through, do you want me to send it through Zoom or through WhatsApp?
WhatsApp is better.
Okay, so right now I sent the link already. So now you guys, here I am. Take your time, and when you finish doing that, just come back to Zoom so you can see how I see it. I guess you guys are having a hard time, right?
No, it's okay.
All right. So none of you could do it? If you're talking, Carlos, you are on mute.
Wait.
What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, let me try.
All right. This was only for you to try it, you know? because then when you are when you have to load the homework so you don't go crazy. And we have 8 minutes to finish, so I will give you that time for you to try. And if you cannot do it, you let me know so I can tell you.
Teacher,
Yes.
I could get in through my phone.
Oh, sorry.
I could get in through my phone.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. And did
I'm
you
gonna try
put,
with my, I'm
did
gonna
you
try with my computer because
yeah, okay, Alberto Misael, I see that you're here. I see Alberto Misael was trying to do it, but I don't see your names, guys. I don't see your name, Eloy. Let me see. Hold
So,
on.
teacher, I'll try, but I just put my name.
Who was that? Misael? Alberto?
Yeah, me. So
Very
I only
good.
put my name.
That's okay. If you could do it, that's fine. You know that next time, what you have to do is you have to record an audio and upload it there with your
All right,
name. Like,
all right, I
you
got it.
see where you have your name, you have the
Yeah,
option to add things.
perfect. I got it, teacher.
Uh-huh. What about you, Miguel Angel Ortiz? Did you get that?
Yes, I'm recording, teacher.
All right, all right.
Teacher, where can I put my name?
Here, when you finish, well, for example, you have two options. If you are in the computer, when you click on plus, you see, in título, you have the ability to write. But if you are in the telephone, when you finish your recording and everything, and you click send, it's going to ask you to put your name or any comment. So there is where you put your name. Was that you, Maria Elena, asking?
No, I just put my name
I see it, yeah.
just to see.
I see it, like everybody's doing it. Very good. So, now you will have the opportunity to listen to everybody. Like here, if you want to listen to Belkis, if you want to listen to Jeremy, you just click on play and you will listen to what they did.
profe, pero a mí me dice que entre el URL.
¿Qué parte te dice? Porque la URL yo te la mandé. Lo que pasa es que tú le estás dando a agregar URL, no le dé ahí. Dale a los 3 puntitos y en los 3 puntos te va a salir agregar video, audio.
Ok.
Entonces, ¿qué es lo que uno tiene que decir, profe? ¿Decir cualquier cosa?
Era para que tú probaras, para que pruebe la página.
Ok.
Sí. Tienes que darle a los 3 puntos porque uno se confunde. Si tú le das al link, a la imagen del link, te va a pedir que ponga un link. Normalmente uno se confunde porque el símbolo de attachment es un clip, pero inverso, de manera vertical. Pero cuando es de manera horizontal,
Hi,
se
guys.
refiere a un enlace.
Carlos.
¿Quién fue que dijo nice a brechar aquí? No se sabe quién es. Ese tiene que ser Edward.
I think I already done, teacher.
Yes, come back to Zoom. Lo que ya lo hicieron y lo que no lo han hecho, porque vamos a terminar la reunión, pueden volver a Zoom para que vean cómo se ve en la pantalla,
Okay.
que prácticamente es lo mismo como ustedes lo veían allá en la aplicación o en la página.
Teacher,
Yes,
I only put my name.
that's
So I
okay.
see, but I see somebody have like a video or something, I don't know.
No, but we are trying to see how it works. This is only for practice because then
Okay.
I'm going to give you another link for the homework. I will give you a link, and there is where you have to upload your opinion.
Okay.
The audio that you're going to create, you have two options to do it. You can record the audio in your computer or in your telephone, you save it, and then you upload it. Or you have the option to create the audio directly in the platform.
Profe, pero a mí me pide un correo.
Un correo donde tú entraste al link que yo te mandé
Sí,
y cuando tú entras ahí no te aparecen los cuadritos.
sí, de los videos que hizo Mayo y Zaira.
Ajá, pues dale, dale al signo de más rosado que hay ahí. A la derecha, al fondo, si está en la computadora.
Ok, publicar, no en teléfono.
Ajá, dale ahí y ahí te va a dar las opciones de poner un nombre, un título. Si no te lo da al principio, tú subes el audio, le das a enviar y ahí te va a pedir el nombre.
Ok,
Ya Lady entró.
ya, sí.
Y eso era todo, eso era. Ya ahora le toca a ustedes leer el capítulo 4. Vayan leyendo lo que yo voy a subirle la tarea entre esta noche y mañana. Ya ustedes saben que la tarea va a estar en la plataforma de OIM y ahí le va a dar el link que ustedes van a utilizar para entrar aquí a Padlet directamente.
Una pregunta antes de que usted se vaya. Para que me
Ajá.
aclare. Decía como que luego grabemos los 2 o 3 minutos, tenemos que hacer un screenshot.
Sí,
¿Un
por
screenshot
ejemplo,
a qué?
a tu participación, por ejemplo, mira, a la página principal.
Ok.
Yo estoy.
¿Y esa foto qué hacemos con ella? ¿La subimos a la plataforma o algo?
Ajá, la de OIM. Tú tomaste tu foto, entonces lo que tú haces es que ese es el archivo que tú vas a subir allá.
Okay.
Eso es simplemente para que se quede como evidencia de que trabajamos eso, porque lógicamente yo voy a corregirlo aquí, pero pues
Perfecto.
si alguien entra ya de la administración a chequear si estamos trabajando, yo lo vean.
Profe, ¿y
Perfecto.
hasta cuándo va a estar disponible esa tarea?
Siempre la tarea, cuando yo la pongo, le doy entre 5 y 6 días. Es decir, que si hoy es viernes, ya el miércoles,
Hace una semana.
jueves, ustedes deberían subirla. Pero eso va a estar ahí en las instrucciones.
Ah, ok, gracias.
Sí.
Bueno, yo voy a tener que hacerlo de la computadora porque cuando grabo me dice que no se puede enviar, no puede cargarse ni nada. Voy a tener que hacerlo de la computadora.
O no, del mismo celular. Tú lo grabas, si tú tienes un audio recorder en el
Ok.
celular, tú lo grabas ahí, lo guardas en formato MP3 o en el formato que te lo guarde y le das a subir cuando tú le das a juntar.
Excelente, está bien.
Sí. Y nada, eso era todo, son las 7 ya.
Está bien, profe.
Bye,
Ya
bye.
ustedes saben.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ok.